Special guest up in the building. I mean, artist, rapper, writer, producer, director. Can we say all those things?
Sounds about right. sounds about right secretly.
Yeah. We have Rapman in the building. We saying Rapman.
I'm good, man. Big up for having me down there, man.
Yeah. Thanks for coming down as well, you know what I mean?
All love, man.
It's been a busy week for you, innit?
Yeah, it's been a busy and a big week for me, and
wow.
There's still a bigger week to come, you get me? But,
True.
But yeah, man, it's been a good week, man. You know, we done the premiere for the Blue Story movie.
Yeah.
So it was a good moment for my career, man. One of the biggest probably in my career so far.
Okay, so let's where do we actually start? Let's talk about the journey from then until the actual film, which is now.
Oh, brother, how long have you got? Your listeners are gonna get bored and they're gonna want to hear some music.
All right, let's talk about how you got the name Rapman. And let's talk about how XTRA story blew up for you into the transition to actually doing the movie.
Oh, the name Rapman, you know. It was funny because back in the day, like it was like the garage days, the MCs days. Everyone was going around like 1, 2, 3, like it was like that was like the sound. Like there weren't really no UK rap scene at all them days. Like we had a couple Skinny Mans and Clash Cross, but you know that didn't really.
We did it. We
had them, but they weren't really making noise on the streets.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That weren't really popping on the roadside. Like, so we were still listening to Hove and Pac and Big and
okay.
You know, like so I used to go around rapping in an American accent. So like when everyone's when we're doing the ciphers and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll be coming in like, yo, shorty, man, someone came on the swing. So it was just like, man, was like, right, you're always coming through with your just rapping, but you see, and then my brother just nicknamed me Rapman, from then, then that just stuck, fam. That just stuck with me. That just literally stuck. The whole from then it just stuck because I was always rapping from them days. It's like anytime there's a cypher or a little battle rap, I'm coming with my fake American accent, trying to sound like Tupac and all of that. And that's from there. So that just stuck, man. So when I came into the game, it's only right I figured to use the name that I got in it, the name that I had.
Okay. So you stuck with the name Rapman, then I like that. Okay, so talk to me about where you got to doing XTRA story. What made you think of doing that?
Well, I was doing before XTRA story. There's been many other story type videos, man. Like loads and they always got a good response. Like everyone loves it when I do a story. So it was always like, yeah, Rapman done a good story, man. That was nice. Move on. And it never really got me anywhere. It always hit a ceiling. I'd always get a ceiling. I'd always get like 100 or 200k views on the video, maybe a little bit more if it's really nice, and that was it. Wouldn't put no money in my pocket, really.
Oh, really?
He wouldn't get me no radio play. He wouldn't get me really get me nowhere except for maybe like 20 new fans, 20 new followers on social saying.
Okay.
So then anyway, I remember getting a call from Joey Clipster. Imagine that he called me one time when I was in the studio saying, we're putting together a compilation CD for Link Up. Can you give us a story song? I said, what do you want a story to be about? He said, whatever, a Rapman story, we'll put it on there. I was like, cool. At the time, any opportunity was a good opportunity for me. So at the time, there was something going around in my area about 2 men from the area. One of them we found out his kid, isn't it? It was his brethren's kid. And I remember asking around, the man like, what's the deals? Yeah, what's the deals of that? What happened? And everyone was like, oh, no, man, what I know is my man's kid's not his. And me with my man, I always create mad backstories.
So that's a real story?
Yeah. The ending, how it happened with them two was a real story.
But Kyla, she won't stop crying. But one day I'll make her understand. I actually named her after her father. Your friend Kyle, that's her real dad. Now we're gonna be with him. Goodbye.
So I just figured, let me just write. If I'm gonna write a story, let me just write what I think happened up to that point. That's fact.
Right.
And I done that in like 2016. And just kept it on my laptop. And then Link Up didn't want it. Like they heard it, but their CD didn't come through for whatever reason. So it was just sitting on my laptop. 2 years later, I decided, you know what, it's been sitting there. Maybe it's time to just give it out. Because I put it on my mix CD like a few months earlier and it was getting a good response. So let me just do a visual. So I done the video, part 1, not expecting nothing. But it cost me a lot of money, that video, because I've never spent as much money in the video as I did for XTRA story.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like that's the first time I invested so much into a visual.
Okay.
And I remember thinking, what am I doing, bro? Just to get nothing back as usual. But if I'm going to do something, I'd rather do it right or not do it at all, innit? So I done it. And brother, in 4 days, I remember saying, hi, here's my new video, guys. Hope you like it. If it makes 1 million views, I'll do part 2. These times, I've never had 1 million views. So part 2 was never even in my mind. I'm thinking, okay, we'll probably get 250,000.
So what's this XTRA story part
1, bro?
Part
like, I'm expecting nothing from it. I released it like any other video. And I'm put it out there. And then I've checked the views on it. And it was like 250K in a day. I'm like, bro, this is not what I get.
Yeah.
This is not me. I'm not that guy. And then the next day it went up again, like another 250 and another 4 days in. It's just 1 million views and I'm getting bare tweeted. Where's part 2? It's 1 million views. I'm like, bro, is this really 1 million views next to my name? Anyway, to cut a long story short from there, because I could be in a whole day with the details I could put in. I done part 2.
Wait. Let me cut in. So when you made part 1, you had no intention of doing part 2?
None.
Oh, really?
But them videos cost money, you know. Man can't just be doing them things for a little 100,000 views and all of that. Not knocking everyone that's getting 100,000 views. I was happy with 100,000 views, but that 100,000 views don't compensate for the money I've pulled out of my pocket.
Right.
And I don't play with the visuals. One thing with me, my visuals got to be right. You know what I'm saying? So I had no intention of doing it. I didn't even have an idea for it. So it was just like, raw, 1 million views, just for banner, just for promotion, a promotional land. And then in 4 days, there's 1 million views, cuz. And all I'm getting is, where's part 2? Where's part 2? Like, Twitter's going mad and my Instagram's going mad. And like this time I got 17,000 followers on my Instagram, which I was proud of at the time. Like my 17,000 followers, I felt like the man around my brethren who ain't got Instagram. Like, man, not know me, I got 17,000 followers and all that. These time in rap world, that's like maybe numbers to the bigger artists. And then what I know, brother, after that thing, I must have had like 35,000. Like it doubled after Shower Story Part 1 came out. And I think, okay, they really like this, so let me do it Part 2. Part 2, guys, when it gets to 1 million views, I'll do Part 3 maybe.
Wait, so you're rushing. So how long did it take?
You want the details? No, I don't know much. Can you know me? I'm a storyteller, man. So if you want details,
I want details, bro. We got time.
We can really get details, but you don't want that from me because you're going to be telling me wrap it up in a minute, bro, like it's an award ceremony.
We got time for now. So how long did it take you to make Part 2 then?
I'll be honest with you, Part 2, yeah, that was the hardest part for me to write.
Oh, really?
Because you see with me, when I realised the buzz for Part 1 was so powerful, I knew I would always have to finish it in 3 parts. I knew from when I decided to do Part 2, I knew I would have to do a Part 3. Because I always do a trilogy if I'm gonna go past the Part 1.
Okay.
And you see with anyone that writes stories, anyone that's a writer will tell you, right in the beginning is one thing and right in the end, but it's how do you keep them entertained from there to there? What's the middle bit? How do you keep people entertained until the end where there's a big showdown or a finale? In the beginning where you're just introducing, it's the middle what kind of makes it, what makes you want to go on. And it was so hard to not, you can't, for example, you can't really kill anyone in the middle. Well, you can if you're moving like a gangster, but in what it was, you're limited.
You couldn't kill the main people.
You can't kill the lead in the middle. You can't kill Shiro in Shower Story Part 2 if there's going to be a Part 3.
Yeah.
I remember just being stressed, thinking, I don't know what to do with this. Like, I just don't know where to go with it. And driving up and down on my day-to-days, and then the story hit me of what I want to do with it. Like, and it always happens like that. I'll be stressed, I'll be speaking to people, and then one day, it was just like, boom, that's what you should do. And I finally done it. I went to studio, and it's my favourite part of all 3 of them. And it came out sick. Like, I sent it to the boys who play Sharo and Carl, Joanne and Percy, and they loved it. And these times I was involved with a label. No, there was talks with a label, but then the label dropped out. So we done the song, and the video is about to shoot in about 4 days. And I've asked everyone to come, Michael Dapper, Conan, and everyone that was meant to be making cameos and them. Yeah. The word was, I don't want to say the label. The label was gonna back it, like fund it. And then like 4 days, I remember calling Javon like, oh bro, what's going on with the label? Because they ain't cool, man. This video's looking like it's gonna cost mad dough. He's like, no, don't worry, man. Sometimes this just happens. Because I ain't never dealt with a label before. Like no labels ever had any interest in me. Okay. So I don't know how it works. And they was going through them boys, because they was kind of managing that deal for me. And then all I know, I got a call one day saying, they've pulled out. I'm like, what do you mean they pulled out? Yeah, they've pulled out, man. I said 4 days to go before the video, and they've pulled out. I said, yeah, they've pulled out. This video's costing a madness, but video's costing a madness, like 3 times more than the first one. I'm thinking, nah, but as much as 1 million views sounds good, that didn't equate to no money.
So after 1 million views, and then you're talking to the label, and they actually pulled out.
They pulled out. They said that they didn't see how they could monetize from anything like this. Because if you think about someone like Shower Story, you can't playlist that really. Well, you can, but you're not going to play this
for
on
us,
the radio.
man, the specialist DJs and the mix shows.
Yeah, but okay,
for daytime.
Maybe you might bang it on a weekend for me. But is it going to play it Monday to Friday?
Yeah.
Nah, so they're not making money like that.
Okay.
And then because they prefer the visual, it's not getting bare streams. So the label's just like, we just don't know how we can recuperate. So forget it. But this is UK for you, bro. I'll be honest with you. UK, they've got a small vision. They don't see a lot of the head people in power in the UK are so used to the formula. Yeah, catchy, 10 million streams, 10 million views, we've won. But if you look properly, like the Americans do, they see it as, woof, this could be a TV show. Woof, this could be a film. But UK don't think like that. Yeah. So anyway,
That's a bit strong.
not everyone does. Okay, a lot of people in power and these labels don't have that vision. Some people did. There was one person from a label who really fought for it. He was number 2 at the label. The number 1 said, "What, are you mad? How are we gonna get our money back?" and shut him down. So he did try for me. But anyway, so I just remember thinking, I can't cancel on everyone now. And I've hired the crew, the cast and everything. I said, I'm just gonna have to do this, man. Bankrupt myself and pray that God refunds it somewhere down the line or something. You get me? So we went ahead with the video.
This is mad.
Shot it.
So you had to get the money then?
Yeah, remember, because we're doing it in a professional sense, it's literally just invoice me. So I kind of had 30 days. You know the one, you got 30 days on the invoice. Man's got 30 days to just hit
Man's
the roads.
back in the bando trying to make a rest.
Why? I didn't want to say it. But there was some OT done to pay that 30 for that 30 days there, you get me? So,
Man, that's
so it's
OT.
like, literally, I've got 30 days because we're doing professional settings. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we cut a trailer together. And then I remember the boys saying to me, Javana Person said, "Nah, Rats, man, this thing's too cold." Because they've seen the visual now. And we got the trailer, this thing's too cold, man. We're going to go back to some other labels, see what they're saying. Anyway, I kind of gave up on label dreams by then now. I'm just thinking, forget that, man. I'm just going to pull it out next week. And let's see if people love it. Anyway, they did get the labels to come back. And the labels came back. And they upped the money from before.
Oh, the same label?
Yeah, but we showed them the trailer for the part 2. The trailer was mental for part 2. It was just like, we'll take the risk.
So you sure she's the one for you, yeah? I love her, bro. No, shy.
Who's that? So, wait, we got to the label actually giving you the money now and invested after you showed them the trailer.
Okay, yeah. So, boom, after we showed the trailer, they was like, yeah, we're ready to come back in now. We're ready to come back in. And then, but these times, there was another label interested. So,
there was a bidding war now.
Yeah, so then another label went up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the other label basically matched it, and it was just like, well, who'd you choose? And we had to choose, so we chose the label that we went with, and yeah, we pull it out. So we pull it out, and the thing, the video was already done. So all they paid me for 2 and number 3. So obviously number 2 is already made. I've already made it now. So literally it was just to do number 3. So number 2 comes out. I think I got 1 million views in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days it got 1 million views, and these times not everyone was doing that.
No one was doing it.
Yeah. And then they wanted number 3, obviously. And that was the hardest thing I've ever wrote, number 3.
Oh, really?
I had a holiday booked to Jamaica, bare my people, bare my man and all that. Like, booked it from time. Like, I was gassed to get away. Cause I wasn't nowhere. I wasn't really popping at the time. So that holiday was booked a year before, and I was just gonna go on holiday and act a fool and all of that. But yeah, like I remember telling the man that I'm not even guy, man. Cause the label's telling me they want this song at this time. And because I've just got with a label, I'm thinking, you know what, let me just do what they're saying to me because I want them to know that I'm on my job, innit? So I cancelled my holiday, sold my ticket. All the man was on the beach somewhere getting sun. And I'm just stressing out in my yard thinking, what am I doing with this number 3? Because there's bare comments on socials now saying Rapman should just leave it at number 2. Where's he even gonna go with number 3? And so I'm seeing bare negative. Like you could, I don't know what it is. Sometimes when there's bare positive, you kind of think that's normal. So when a negative comes, it sticks with you a bit harder.
True.
So I'm just getting like bare negative. You can't do it. And I'm getting all the pressure from the label.
How did part 2 end again, please?
The maddest thing about this letter is the further that you read down the page, the closer that we get to the airport. So if you're reading this now, you're already too late. Goodbye.
What about mummy, daddy?
You couldn't leave it there though.
Nah. I always knew when I done number 2, I needed to do number 3.
Right.
But a number 3 had to be big, man. Like had to end right. Like this was the biggest project I've ever done in my career at that point. So it had to be right. And I remember I was so stressed writing that. That was more. Number 2 was stressed, but number 3 was different. I think I was all losing weight and everything. like I went studio to record it. I finally wrote it. Went studio to record it. Lost my voice because we're in there 12 hours. You know that the audio alone is a 12-minute rap. How many rap songs have you heard that's 12 minutes? That's just
many.
a song.
That's
the
mad.
video is like 23 minutes of the visual, but 12 minutes. So I'm in the studio losing my voice. Then we played it back and it just did not sound right. So then I'm in there for another song. I was rewriting half of the whole song. Had to come back the next day because the engineer was getting tired, falling asleep. Went back the next day. added some, went back the next day. So I finally got it done, sent it out, I said, look, it's done now, let's just put the video. And I was nervous for number 3 because it was so long. Like it was the longest out of all of them. The part 1 was like 10 minutes, part 2 was like 13, and this one was like 23.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if the youngers were gonna listen to something that was 23 minutes on YouTube. So I remember being nervous, telling my editor, my DOP, like, what should we do? So, well, unless you want to cut something out, so we can't cut nothing out, it's a story. So they're just gonna have to take it as it is. I was like, flipping, man, it is what it is, man.
It's the last one, so you have to really.
Yeah, but I remember saying to my brethren, though, if number 2 and number 3 bang off, I know my whole life's gonna change. Like, differently. I remember saying that to my brethren here in the studio with me. He can vouch for it. I remember saying that, like, I know my whole life will be set if number 2 and number 3 pops off.
Right.
And we put number 3 out, and I remember we was in an interview, me, Javan and Percy, and they asked Javan they asked us how much views do you want in a day, and I was about to say, well, Javan said, we want 1 million views in a day. I was like, bro, you're telling we want too much, we're asking for too much. He said, no, we want 1 million views in a day. Video come out, we got 1 million views in 5 hours. It's still, to this day, no one from what I've seen ain't done that with a rap song.
Man said I hate you now. Mad tick. 20 bags.
Cash.
1 million views in 5 hours.
5 hours we had 1 million views, and we had 2 million views in like 26 hours or something like that.
Mad.
Yeah, me. So
it blew up, bro.
It done mad. And then literally after that, bruv, like, I'll be real, man. My life, literally, as I told my brethren it would, my life changed, fam. Like, come on, man, I got hit up by Jay-Z and that. Man was getting hit up by production companies. The Jay-Z thing. Well,
so from
number 3's popping off. Like, I'm saying, like, it's literally fresh. It's been out a week, and
everyone's
I'm on
TV.
I'm literally doing TV interviews. I'm doing radio interviews.
Bare DMs.
Everything. Like, my DMs are going crazy. Like, I couldn't even keep track. And then I remember going to do one radio interview, and then when I'm walking in, I get an email from Jamal Edwards, and he's just like, yo, that's a long time. A guy called James Samuel and Jay-Z, they've been trying to get hold of you.
James is my guy still.
But these times, I'm thinking, I don't know who this guy is, James. But I know who that name is. This must be some sort of prank, cuz. Jay-Z don't know nothing about me. What's he asking for me for? This is a lie. But these times, I ain't spoke to Jamal for so long. I said, look, here's my number, man. Tell them to holler, innit? Done the radio interview, couldn't really focus on the radio station because my mind's nuts, you know. Like, I start thinking of a whole story. Imagine if it's true and Jay-Z flies me to LA and then I'll become a like, I'm not really thinking all the madness right now because of this one little email, which I could be gassing up myself for no reason. These times I'm in the middle of a radio interview. Anyway, after we left that radio station, there was a billboard of Shower Story, a new cross in it, like down the road from like where I used to grow up in it, where I grew up in it. So me and my brethren went down there just to look at it and take pictures of it like it was a big moment. Then I got the FaceTime call come through from James, who's now my guy.
Yeah,
he's like my big bro now. Yeah. But he called me and he just got to the point, man. He said, hey, Rats, you're a black god. Like, we love Shower Story. I said, who's we? He said, me and Jay-Z. I said, what, Jay-Z seen Shower Story? He started laughing and said, you think Jay-Z loves it? He's making sure that I'm calling you. He's onto me to call you. I said, you sure about this, bro? But brother, you can't really gas, man. Where the background that we come from, you have to prove something to man. Or else I'm just gonna think it's talk. Like, I don't hear talk. Talk is just anything to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's telling me all of this good stuff. It sounds dope, but you know, who knows if it's true. He said, look, I'm gonna call you in 5 days. Make sure you pick up. I'm like, cool, bro. Call me in 5 days. Tell my brother, what you reckon about this? He said, if you don't hear from him in a week, forget it. It's all gas. Said, cool, done. Anyway, we carried on taking our pictures next to our billboard. Gas for the little moment. Yeah. Anyway, I remember like a week, maybe like 8 days later, I all forgot about it because I put it to the back of my mind. Yeah. I remember putting my kids to bed now. And then I get a flipping, I see my FaceTime call coming in from my man, from James. I'm just like, I'm tired, man. So I called him and said, yo, James, sorry, but I'm tired, you know. Can I just call you back? He's like, nah, sorry, Rat, can you just talk to my friend quickly? Brother, Jay comes on the phone, FaceTime, big old face on the screen. Yeah. And he's like, yo, we need to talk business. I was like, what? We need to talk business. We need to talk business. Yeah. But I ain't got no business for some billionaire. Fam, I'll be real, I was starstruck, cuz. I was mad starstruck. I couldn't believe I'm speaking to Jay-Z. Remember, like, I'm not one of these new school guys who just knows Jay-Z because he's Beyonce's husband. Like, I grew up on Jay. Trust. Me and the man who used to sneak into his concerts, like when he was at Roy Albert Hall, like. Mad. So I'm just like, raw. Like, I don't even remember what he said after that because I was too gone, screenshotting to make sure that this is real so someone believes me. And he knew that I was gone, so he gave the phone back to James. Said, "Look, we'll speak again soon." James was like, "I'm gonna call you tomorrow." I remember sending the screenshot around to bare people. Got stuff now. But anyway, like, I remember texting him afterwards. What? Can I post this screenshot of the FaceTime with me and Jay? And James saying, "Bro, chill for that. When you take a picture of Jay, it's gonna be in person, not no screenshot."
Man.
I'm just like, "Ah, cool, man."
Yeah.
Anyway, fast forward 3 months, I'm in his yard chilling, fam, and then he's telling me I got the dopest place to take the picture. Then took me to some kingdom in his house that looked like some Neverland with some floor, infinity pool and all of that. Hey. But yeah, fast forward and all that. And then now, like, that man showed bare love. Like, he saw the trailer for Blue Story and he sent back bare fire emojis.
Man.
And all of that. Big up Tata, big up James, big up James, big up the rest of the Rapman. That's the team right now.
Wow.
And yeah, that was a big moment in my career, obviously. But it wasn't at that time then, I'm getting a contract sent over to me for my movie. So it's that so much things are happening. I'm getting movie contracts for my film, and I'm getting another contract from Hollywood for another project. And it's like all of these things are happening at once. And it's like, it was crazy. Like everything I said I thought would happen to me, it happened 10 times on fold. So yeah, but then, here we are, man.
Here we are. What a story, what a journey. I must say congratulations, bro. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that, man.
And you deserve it because even Shara's story, the story and the twists and turns, I wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? So I see how your mind's working. So it's only right your next project's on the big screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Trust me.
And so Blue Story, I think you told me you wrote this before Shara's story.
Yeah, man. I had Blue Story sitting there for time.
Wow.
Started it 2015.
So
finished
you've been
it.
on this, yeah.
But you know what it is? I can't just sit around doing nothing, man. I'm active. I have to be active. I have to be working. I can't just be sitting around. If I'm doing negative stuff to make money and whatever, I don't feel good in myself just doing that, because then I'm not really trying to change my situation. So even if I'm doing non-positive stuff out there to try and get ahead, I'm still doing more positive stuff. So if I'm on the road doing whatever, I'm writing a script every day to say I'm trying, you know. It's like, I feel like I'm just talking to God to say, look, you see me trying though, God. Like, I'm not just out here trying to catch him up. So I was always writing. I was always trying the thing, man. I was like, because I never knew when anything was going to come, but I always knew I had stories in my head that I needed to get down on paper. So I was writing, it was just ready.
Wow. All right, let's get into this right now. Let's talk to you about this tune. The Gigs tune on the soundtrack.
It's hard. Dark was the case. Hold tight Gigs in that, man.
Yeah, for real. You couldn't really do a film about Peckham and not have, you know what I mean?
Gigs is like the face of the army, you get me?
Yeah,
and
for real.
it's only right for man to reach out to him, you get me? And I reached out. He said he wanted to see the film first, though.
Okay.
You know, just to make sure man ain't putting Peckham down in a bad light or too much. Man ain't ripping the ends or too much. So he saw the film. We had a private screening, and he brought bare of his brethren and all of that.
Right.
And they loved the film.
Really?
So when he came out of the cinema, he's just like, yeah, we're gonna do something special. You get me?
Sick.
And like he went out of his way. Like, wow, wait, Gigs for this. Like his tour was about to begin, and he just had a kid.
It's on now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And he just had a kid, so he was just trying to spend all of his time with his newborn before he's off for months, you know?
Okay.
So when we come to it was terrible time when he's just like, bro, you know, I'm trying to bond with my baby, you know what I'm saying? And we was like, we understood, but he said, look, let me watch the film. He watched the film, he loved it so much. He said, you know what, I'm gonna make time. And he just went studio one night and I got a text from him like 3 a.m. He said, hey, listen to this cat. I was like, let's go.
Jeez.
Let's go. So we got Gigs, man. Dark was the case.
Let's get into this. Dark was the case. On the Blue Story soundtrack, the Norte Show, special guest, Rapman in the building, big.
Dog, I want that. You better take a chance off of that. Yeah. You better take a class off of that. I look at you and laugh, are you mad?
Hollow Man Gigs, you know. It's a lot in it.
Big tune, bro.
Big tune, you know.
Gold stream, that.
Yeah,
watch the video
for real,
now.
for real. The video's dropped as well, right?
Yeah, the video's out now, GRM, man. Go check that, man.
Okay. The Norte Show, Captain Extra, very special guest, Rapman. We're talking all things Blue Story, the brand new film, which is out when, please, bro?
Friday, November the 22nd.
Okay, then.
Don't miss that.
Don't miss that.
Watch that first.
So I've been lucky enough. We'll talk about the premiere first. Let's talk about the premiere. How was it?
Premiere was dope, man.
Yeah.
It was dope. I didn't have as much as my famo I wanted there. That's a personal thing. But besides that, it was dope. You know, it was the response that I got that I loved. Like, I loved all the lights and the glitz and glamour didn't really sink in. But when everyone was clapping at the end and it hit me, that was nice, man. And that's, obviously it was dope to see a blue carpet with Blue Story and my big old name and picture up in the air, man. It was just nice, man. Like, I worked hard for that moment. Remember when I wrote the script, I didn't have no one backing it. There was no funding it. It was just a script I wrote in my spare time. So to see something I'd done as kind of like a hobby become something that's actually real and such a high scale, yeah, man, I felt like I've made a step in progress. You get me? I've come a long way, man.
And you're doing it from the heart as well, not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a big check after
Nah,
this. You know what I mean?
that's why I think it came out how it did, because there was no financial gain from it. It was just to do it for myself. Because at the time, like, I didn't have no one looking at me in that way where I figured I could get money to do it. So it was just a love project, man, just a passion. And so seeing that at the premiere, that everyone's there taking pictures because of the film, and you know, you got all your influencers and celebrity rappers coming out to watch the film because they're excited to see what man's about to do. And I had my family. I did have some of my family there, like all of my closest family, but I missed a few there. So it was just nice, man. It's nice, but you know what it is for me? The premiere's a big thing, but it's not really about that for me. It's not about a group of famous people watching it. It's about normal people who've got no interest in just going out to watch a film and then coming back to their friends and saying, bro, you need to watch this. Or sis, you need to watch. So that's what I'm looking forward to, man, opening weekend, you get me?
So this Friday, it starts, right?
It starts Friday. There is a couple exclusive early screenings tomorrow if you can catch them. But but Friday, it's everywhere. Like tomorrow, I know there's about 3 showings in London.
Okay.
But Friday, it's everywhere. It's Ireland, Wales, name it, man. Lewisham, Peckham, everything you can think of, it's everywhere. So go grab that, man.
All right, so on the soundtrack, another tune now. Buju Banton.
Hey, man.
How the hell did you get the cargo belt?
Bro, I'll be real. I wish I had the power. You know, I didn't. Fam, you know, obviously, it's produced by The Rock, innit? So I got a phone call like, hey, Raps, would you be interested in having Buju Banton? I was like, yeah, brother, are you mad? Buju Banton, you know? Like, I was thinking, I swear, he does come out of jail as well, innit? I was like, are you mad? And it wasn't like any tune. The brothers on there talking about Brixton and Peckham and all of that.
Yeah, and he knows.
And he's just going mad on there. Like, it wasn't even some half-hearted tune. He's actually spazzing on there, you know? Yeah. So I was like, are you mad? Like, I was meant to have a phone call with him yesterday as well, but our phones kept on going to voicemail at different times. But,
okay.
Big up Buju Banton, man, and big up The Rock, man. Like, I'll forget Buju one day. Mad love.
Let's get into this one right now. Bring it on from the Blue Story soundtrack to the film coming out this Friday. Rapman, The Norte Show, Capital Extra. Let's do it.
Well, if every man a bad man with a short one or a long one, who are gonna live long when them start young down? Crazy shot on beat, goodbye, blah, blah, blah. Bullet from Brixton, Stonebridge to Peckham.
Blue Story, I've actually had the privilege of seeing it. And to be really honest, bro, my heart was beating, bro. Like, it was real. Like, it's
deep.
It's like, what the hell is gonna happen next? You know what I mean?
It gets like that. That's one thing that's probably the most common thing I've heard, is that my heart was racing.
Yeah, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's deep, you know.
I was in it.
Yeah, because you follow the characters on such a journey. When it gets to crunch time for certain characters, you feel it, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deep. That shows that you was following the story, bro. So, how was the audience like that you watched it with? How did they take it?
Yeah. Obviously, they liked it. They really enjoyed it. I mean, certain people won't understand what goes on the streets like that, you know what I mean? So certain things, like, I was trying to spoil the whole film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to be careful with that one. Certain people are listening for one little leak right now.
Yeah.
Blue Story, it's proper. People go in there and it's proper not what they think it is. Like, they don't know how much comedy's in it.
Right.
They don't know how emotional it is. You know, they think they're about to just see a typical hood movie, but it's really very, very different compared to, for example, even what you perceive in the trailer. The trailer was really just a teaser, just to show you the world. But when you watch it, you go through a different type of journey, man. And yeah, man, you'll see, man. Like, I think everyone would leave with their heart racing.
All of this time it's been you coming for me.
Well, now I'm coming for you.
R.I.P. to all the innocent lives. I hope these youngers wake up and they start seeing the light.
It's a big look all across the UK, right? All cinemas.
Bro, like, they pushed it for a shout out Paramount for that. They said they wanted everyone to see it, so
that's a big look. So what's next for you? So when obviously this drops, what's your next plans? You got another movie in the pipeline, or?
I've got another. It's kind of like a film / TV show I'm doing in America.
Okay.
So I'll be in the States for a while. But before I
really?
went over to do my thing over there, I needed to give the UK a gift. And
Yeah.
Blue Story is my gift to the United Kingdom, bro. Like,
Okay.
to the world, but mainly I've done it for the UK so we can have a classic there, classic movie.
So what you saying? You trying to leave the country and then go and live in the States?
Nah, I don't think I'd ever go to live, but you know, man's trying to take this thing global.
Right.
You know, I want to take it to the States, I want to take it to Africa, I want to take it to Asia. Like, I want it everywhere. Like, I'm trying to take on the world right now, man. Like, man's got gifts that I want to push far. So yeah, man, I'll be away for a bit next year, but for now, I'm here.
Okay.
And I'm in Blue Story Zone, you get me?
All right. You got any parts for a call like a DJ or a love scene or?
Bro, hey, man can probably get you if you're ready to come and do a little audition, though. Yeah, man, I'm down.
I didn't need an audition. I'm the name you can trust, bro.
Nah, you are the name I can trust. I just need to know if you're the actor I can trust. You know what I mean? Man, don't play when it comes to casting.
Yeah, I hear you.
My actors will tell you.
Which is what I like. You know what I mean? It's a real thing.
Yeah, my actors have to be levels.
Right.
I don't care if you've been my best friend when I was a baby.
Yep.
And I don't care if you got 1 million followers or 100. I just want the best person. You get me?
True. And how can people get hold of you if they want to audition for your next thing?
That's a myth. To be honest, one thing with me though, I always put my castings on my Instagram page.
Okay.
So I always put it down. So if you follow Real Rapman on Instagram and you want to be an actor, just wait until the casting pops out. I don't obviously cast every single day, so don't DM me every 5 minutes asking me when the casting is.
Yeah.
But when I'm casting, I always put it on my page because I like to give new actors opportunity, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what else do we need to know from you, sir?
You need to know that
the film's out.
The film's out on Friday and that man put a lot into it. And
Mum proud?
Yeah. Parents are all proud, man. And
yeah.
It's a special moment. Like, you know, it is like the UK, we don't get a lot of movies like this in the cinema. How often do you get to, if you're coming from a poverty-driven background from anywhere, South, East, North, and London, you don't go to any cinemas where you see people that look and sound like you or come from where you're from, you know. This is a moment, you know, and if these films, they only do these films if they make money. So I hate being the one to plug it, but I'm not even just plugging it for the piece. I'm plugging it because the film's hard. So like when you watch it, you're gonna enjoy it. Kind of like we only come out to the cinema for Marvel. Like if it's an Endgame or we're kind of rushed there. We came out for Wakanda. You get me? Which is hard. I love doing that. We came out for for T'Challa and Black Panther. Come out for Blue Story.
Come out for Blue Story.
You're gonna enjoy it, man. But that's all it is, man. And just big up everyone locked in. Hold tight my cast.
Yep.
I know they're listening. You get me? So hold tight my cast. Hold tight the man them listening. Hold tight my guy S Finesse and Stubbs in the building with me. And yeah, man, Blue Story this weekend. Let's go.
Okay. And merchandise or the albums, anything else?
You know what? I'm not even trying to suck everyone's piece. Man, I don't want to tell them, stream the album, buy my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Put the working clothing is out there though. But you know what? Let's just take £1 off a time for people. You get me?
Okay.
Right now, just use your pad and just go enjoy yourself for an hour and a half and watch a movie, man. And everyone's asking, yes, it's in Ireland. It's everywhere in the UK. Tickets go on sale Monday evening. Okay. So Monday evening you can pre-book or you can just turn up at your cinema on Friday and hope that tickets are still there. And tweet me and at me and let me know what you thought of the film.
Love that. Have you spoke to the big homie Jay?
Know what? I ain't spoke to him since I ain't spoke to him direct since I see him last in LA.
Okay.
But man sent him the trailer and he just sent back bare fire emojis. You know, he said he can't wait to see it. He ain't seen it yet. So I think when we release in the States, we're gonna make him watch it then. And I think the Rock Nation came over to watch it at the premiere. They loved it so much that they want to do a big screening in New York. So he might come over for that.
Sick.
But
big up Rock Nation.
Yeah, big up Rock Nation. Big up James, Ty, Jay, everyone. And yeah, man, it's all good. It's all good look right now.
Love that.
Good look.
What's your socials, please, sir?
Real Rapman, that's everywhere. So any social thing, I think I'm everywhere now. I'm on everything. They made me do everything. So yeah, Real Rapman on everything. Twitter, Instagram,
Yep.
Snap and all of that. Yeah, Real Rapman. And I'm active right now. Like this is the most active on social media you will get me
ever.
Because I'm just ever. I feel like I think I'm gonna come off. Like
after the film's out.
Yeah, I need to take a break because bro, I've been glued to my phone.
Yeah.
Pushing. You know the one pushing with my whole heart because it means so much to me. So right now I'm active, man. So if you at me, you'll get a reply right now. So like whatever you got to me, I'm just gonna reply like whatever, fam. I don't even know who it is, but I'm speaking to you like we're brethren. You get me?
Make sure you buy the tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And like you know, if I'm asking, I feel bad. I can't be asking people to go out and support me and then they're gonna respond to me, hit me up, and I'm not gonna air them. Like, don't get twisted. I don't catch everything because right now my phone's active. But if I see it, I'll respond and we can talk for a second if I haven't got a minute. You get me? And don't just come out to just support it because I'm asking. Like, if you like films, if you're a film man, film girl, and you like a good, you like to watch something good and entertaining, it's for you. You get me? So go and watch it, man.
It's an exciting journey from where you come from to now. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, bro.
And how you think. You know what I mean? What you're like, the twists and turns and stuff.
Brother, like, it is there's a lot of aspiring filmmakers and coming through, and they're going to film school and they're really trying to get to the position that I'm in, and they're putting many years and they're still not getting their break. And I've done it a different route, just as much work, but just to show, man, that there's more than one way to skin a cat. So whatever you're trying to do in life, just try and know the way I done it, no one would have believed I would have got here. So whatever you're trying to do, don't feel like you have to, try to do conform to the traditional route. Whatever way you feel is working for you, keep on it, man, and just get to where you want to go. It might take 1 year, it might take 5, but as long as you're getting better and you're serious about it, you'll get to where you want to be. You don't know. And
I was just about to say, have you any advice for any aspiring filmmakers? And there you have it.
Yeah, that's it there, man. That's my advice, man. Don't stop. You're going to get... You know what it is? No film is fully like one opinion. Like, there's 100 people out there. If I made the Blue Story, 100 people watch Blue Story, you would never get 100 people saying that they loved it. Right. You're going to get some people it weren't for them. You're going to have other people who didn't really enjoy it, but then you're going to get loads of people that loved it. So all you can do is try to win over the majority. That's how everyone wins. There's nothing... Like, we saw Drake get booed, man. For when Drake can get booed, you already know that no one ain't everyone's cup of tea, so don't even be discouraged. Block out all negativity and just fire through, man. Do your thing, man. I hope everybody wins. Well, everyone with a clean heart. If you got a clean heart, I am rooting for you. You get me?
Wise words from Rapman. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Hey, mad love, man.
The Blue Story special, Rapman live, the Norte Show, Capital Extra. Bless!